Hey, old Phantom DC here. Going to be reacting to Watchmen Season 1, Episode 8, the penultimate episode. So let's get to reacting. There he go.
If I can guess why you're here drinking all alone, will you let me join you?
Sure. Why am I drinking all alone?
You're commemorating the anniversary of your parents' death.
Okay, that's personal information now, homie.
How did you already know?
'Cause he's Dr. Manhattan.
I'm Dr. Manhattan.
Obviously. Is this a Zeus thing?
The Zeus thing?
Yeah,
The Greek god.
come
And all
down.
the stories. He came down from Olympus trying to get laid, but he turned himself into a swan or something to blend in. Then where have you been for the past 20 years?
On Europa. It's a moon of Jupiter.
Oh, that.
I am simultaneously in this bar, having a conversation with you, and on Europa, creating life.
Ah. And how does one
Ozzy.
create life?
A hatchery stocked with miracles.
Walking on water.
Winged and hooved.
You walk on water?
Occasionally, yes.
A man creating life in under 2 minutes?
Oh, a sex joke.
Yeah,
That's funny.
you're gonna get
I knitted their
Crookshanks
bodies
and
from
Phillips.
microbes in the water. 2 infants that, by virtue of accelerated biomechanical maturation, would soon become a man and a woman.
Shawnee's bottom. So that's how he was inspired?
What if we made a trade? You could do us a favor in return for the Bible. When you leave this place, long after, when you grow into a man in America, make it your purpose to create something beautiful.
Oh.
Will you do that for us, John?
Right.
I made Adam and Eve, not in my own image, but in theirs.
You have a fantastic imagination.
Huh.
Wait, you got something caught in your throat?
6 months from now, a friend is telling me I have a profound lack of imagination.
You have friends?
Perhaps he's more of a colleague. He tried to kill me once.
No!
We just met. When the fuck did you fall in love with me?
I was already in love with you.
Before you even saw me?
I don't experience the concept of before.
Time is a funny thing.
So, I hate Dr. Manhattan.
Why?
Because what happened on
20
that
years
day.
ago, a little boy watches his village burn. Boy grows up, becomes a puppeteer because he wants to hold the strings. He makes a bomb. That bomb kills my parents 22 years ago tonight.
You just told me now.
20
As for
minutes.
Vietnam, I was trying to be what people wanted me to be.
But eventually, we're gonna have to go out in public. So how you gonna pull that off, Doc?
Cow.
Actually, you've come up with a rather elegant solution to the problem of my appearance.
Bingo.
His name is Calvin Jelani. He just dropped dead. Probably a heart attack. There's no family to pay for an autopsy, so...
Ashes over Saigon.
That's how it happened.
Your favorite song is about to play on the jukebox. Right now.
Oh my God. Holy shit. I have never even heard this song before.
What?
It's called Tunnel of Love.
Either she's lying or she will soon to love it.
You find it amusing now. But in 6 months, it's the reason you're telling me to leave.
Do you want to fight?
No, but the fight will still happen regardless of my intent.
Not if we
Really?
don't let it.
You knew this about me. Who I am, how I perceive things. Was your childhood not filled with the constant fear that you would never have a family?
Don't you dare.
Because yours was taken away from you?
Stop.
We're in the fight now.
Hold up, he visit Ozymandias here?
Only Dr. Manhattan would have the balls to show up here wearing nothing but his birthday suit.
Yup.
Should I put something on?
You think? Yes, the raining squid we got in episode 1.
Still fabricating alien incursions, I see.
A lot has changed while you were on Europa.
So he knew.
How do you know I was on Europa?
A little elephant told me.
Lady True?
You're wearing this face because she has no idea you're the most omnipotent being in the history of civilization.
Oh, she knows.
You don't just want to look like a mortal. You want to be one.
Will you help me?
We could insert a device into your prefrontal cortex that would short-circuit your memory. Without the awareness of your abilities, you wouldn't know to use them.
Oh,
Except
so it was
perhaps
his
as a
plan?
reflex in life-threatening situations. Dear sweet John, I made it 30 years ago.
No.
Plan B. B for blowing you up. This, John, is Plan A. You tell your Angela. The effect should be immediate. You'll forget who you are, what you can do, and everything that's ever happened to you.
Angela has a grandfather that she's not yet aware of. He and I have matters to discuss.
No.
Let's discuss them now. Aside from you and a select few. Nobody knows. My plans for a great future. Ignored. Will I live to see my utopia?
He ain't gonna tell you.
Yes. But not here. It's a beautiful place. Verdant and untouched. Teeming with life. Completely devoid of conflict. But all they want is to please me, to adore me. Their love is infinite, which is the very reason it's so unsatisfying. Which means I must leave my creations behind.
Really?
Sounds like paradise.
Oh.
Would you like me to send you there, Adrian?
Yes, John.
We should leave Vietnam. Start over where nobody knows us. I can be a cop anywhere. How about Tulsa? Do we have any kids?
Yes, 3, a boy and 2 girls.
Are they like half gods?
I would never pass my abilities on to someone without their consent.
So that's the thing you can do. Give someone your powers?
I suppose I could transfer my atomic components into some sort of organic material. If someone were to consume it, they would inherit my powers.
Okay.
I thought you know everything.
There's a period of time I cannot see. When I try to look, there's only darkness. All I know is that you are there before it begins, and you are there when it ends. Why are you smiling?
Nothing. It's just what you said. Just sounds a lot like a tunnel. A tunnel of love.
Yeah.
The tunnel of love.
We're in fucking trouble.
Yes, indeed.
You still have his face.
About to say.
John, there were 2 of them. One of them was about to shoot me in the kitchen, but you zapped him away.
Oh?
Without the awareness of your abilities, you wouldn't know to use them. Except perhaps as a reflex in life-threatening situations.
Thank you, Adrian. I'm experiencing confusion as a result of the device being removed, and I'm not entirely sure when I am.
There's a blue man on our swimming pool.
Oh.
He looks like Cal.
Because it
It's
is.
because he is.
Where'd the kids go?
They're with your grandfather.
What?
They're at the Dreamland Theater in downtown Tulsa right now. It's all right. Your grandfather was expecting them.
What?
Did you talk to my grandfather?
10 years ago, I'm standing in Karnak. My name is John Osterman.
Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Oh. You may know me better as Dr. Manhattan.
Of course, gonna close that door.
Our lives have become entangled in a most profound way through someone known to both of us. But the future is uncertain, and my ability to influence events is limited. In order to ensure an optimal outcome, I would like to form an alliance. This is about Angela.
Angela?
Your granddaughter.
I don't have a granddaughter.
But you had a son.
Ask him, how did he know Judd Crawford was a part of Cyclops?
Mm-hmm.
Ask him, how did he know there was a fucking clan robe hidden in his closet?
Oh, wait a minute. He knows because of now.
He said he doesn't know who Judd Crawford is. But he does now.
Well, well, well.
No shit. Did I start all this?
Yep.
Did I send my grandfather here? Is this my fault? What the hell are you doing?
Making waffles. Watch the eggs.
Not pancakes, waffles.
The 7th Cavalry. They're in
Damn.
a truck, parked across the street. On the back of the truck is a tachyonic cannon, which they will use to involuntarily teleport me, and then destroy me.
What?
This is the moment.
What moment?
I just told you that you can't save me. And you're gonna try to, anyway. In the bar the night we met, you asked me about the moment I fell in love with you.
Aww.
This is the moment.
Damn. Oh, to say, help out, homie.
You were wrong.
Is he ever wrong?
No, Angela. I wasn't.
What?
I'm sorry.
Stay, Master.
Hold up. What the hell is this?
Will you stay, Master?
What?
Would you like me to get you another book? No, I like this one. Why? You wouldn't understand. It's about loneliness. I understand loneliness. Because your big blue daddy left to get a pack of cigarettes and never came back.
Mm-hmm.
Here.
The horseshoe? So, I did not expect that post-credit scene. I was just chillaxing in my chair, listening to the music with the credits, taking in that both romantic and depressing episode of Watchmen. Then all of a sudden we get this post-credit Ozymandias seeing him again, being tied up, tomatoes thrown at his face for saying hell. He wants to freaking leave this prison. And I can see again why, all these freaking Phillips and Crookshanks are the way they are. Because, hey, they're still in their fields from what Dr. Manhattan did to them. And just having someone else come here, and being their master. And he wants to leave. And they're like, hell nah, sucker. Him being in prison, getting the freaking cake. The horseshoe, this inevitable horseshoe we keep on seeing time and time again. And keep on saying, not yet. Is this what he's referring to? Waiting for that horseshoe for this particular moment? And also, in previous episode where he's like, writing the message like, save me D, save me Dr. Manhattan. Now, because we all know how Dr. Manhattan is, at one point he can be at this point in time, but hell, simultaneously he could be somewhere else. For all you know, while he was, creating, life on that freaking moon planet, he saw like the future, and boom, he probably saw the save me Dr. Manhattan thing. Was like, oh shoot, maybe I gotta go save him. Not now, but whatever. But oh my gosh, this freaking episode. We got freaking so much answers and how to speculate even more. Because within that conversation, when he pretty much tells Angela he can pretty much give someone his abilities, you know? And I'm guessing that's how the cavalry, the senator is going to become Dr. Manhattan. Because the freaking, what is it? What he said? Some components could be transferred to some type of object, and if they consume it, boom. Like, what the hell? What the hell? And also, it seems like I remember someone in my comment section even mentioned it, where they found out that he was Dr. Manhattan because of freaking, the White Knight and hell, because the whole reflex thing. I'm guessing one coward member saw, him just use his ability, even though again he wasn't subconsciously knew that he had freaking abilities or whatever. And I'm guessing that's how they just, put it up in the chain command. Oh yeah, the dude was freaking Dr. Manhattan. And I guess how they pretty much planned it from there, because hell, that's what the freaking, wife of Crawford was like, well, he wanted to become president, and then something happened. Like, oh my gosh, this is something crazy to discuss freaking tomorrow. Hopefully, the stream is tomorrow. But oh my gosh, it was some freaking, again, a romantic freaking type episode where Angela meets Dr. Manhattan, which he pretty much inevitably knew that he's gonna fall in love with her. But for her, she's like, what do you mean I'm gonna fall in love with you? Especially within this span of freaking 10 years, and this pretty much, he doesn't even know what's inevitably gonna happen within them. Just knows in the beginning, she's gonna be there, but at the end, she's gonna be there during the tragic moment, which he just did not tell her because hell, he just want to freaking ruin it. But even then, he knew it was gonna happen, regardless of what's gonna happen. Like even if he told her in that freaking bar, what was gonna happen with this freaking Seventh Cavalry, she will again, just like what happened that night when he even told her within what was about to happen in like a few minutes, she tried to. And how many times he tells her, the future, she says it's not gonna happen. It's not true. It happened. And hell, you see freaking Dr. Manhattan die, or maybe he doesn't die, because we how the trailer shows us possibility that he's not dead, or maybe not dead yet. Like again, they did teleport him, but is he truly dead? Who freaking knows? But oh my gosh! But it's interesting enough they don't show us what I don't think they ever show us what Dr. Manhattan looks like before he took on the appearance of Cal. Because before then, you keep on like the camera just cuts away, and you don't really just see his like all freaking Dr. Manhattan. Only until even when he becomes like his freaking blue form, you saw him still like in the form of freaking Cal. And I wonder why they specifically chose that though. But anywho, what other freaking things? Also, we found out how freaking Will Reeves learned about Crawford was a part of Cyclops, and how he had the freaking suit in the freaking closet because Angela. Oh my gosh. She was so pissed off that he came into her life. Inevitably. Little did she know that she was the one herself that pretty much led him there. Because he was just chillaxing in New York, right? In the freaking mansion to the former Minutemen who like left it. I think it was like someone in the panel told me like there was like I think yeah, Dornish told me like I think it was in PD Files that it mentions that he left everything to Will Reeves. But oh my gosh, yo. And also, we found out how freaking Ozzy even ended up on freaking that Jupiter freaking, moon. I just assumed at one point it was Dr. Manhattan, and then when that Lady True episode came, like, wait a minute, was she also a part of it? But she could also be part of it in some shape or fashion, though, because hell, maybe not. Maybe just again, it's just like what we saw in this episode. But she, in fact, did know that Dr. Manhattan was not on Mars this whole freaking time. Because the way how it was kind of alluded when he was like, oh, a little freaking elephant told me, which is obviously has to be freaking Lady True, right? But anywho, like or dislike the video, comment what you guys saw of this episode. Hey, if you're new, please subscribe. I'm Fandom D saying I am signing off.